Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Rafaela. Rafaela is from Barra do Bugres in Mato Grosso, in Brazil. So, let's see what Rafaela has to say. Enjoy the interview.
Hey,
Hello Rafaela, how are you?
I'm good today. Really good. What about you?
I'm very well, thank you so much. Thanks for taking the time for the interview today. Thank you.
Nice. I have to thank you for the opportunity.
Rafaela, tell me, before we start the game, tell me where you're from.
I'm from a small city in Mato Grosso. It's
Okay.
a state in Brazil. And I love it here, actually.
So what's the name of your city? Is Barra do Bugres?
Actually, I'm living in Tangara as I have
Okay.
to study.
Right.
But I actually like it better than Barra. It's way bigger.
But Barra do Bugres is the place where you're born?
No, I was born in Campo Novo, do Parecis.
Okay.
All the cities are very close to each other, but Campo Novo is my
hometown.
Yes.
Rafaela, tell me, what do you do for living, for work?
Oh, I'm a teacher.
Oh.
So actually, I am a college student. I'm studying to be a nurse, but I also teach classes, English classes, right? For a school at Barra.
What's the best part of being an English teacher in your opinion?
It seems that I can make a difference while I am teaching my students. I can talk to them and I see they evolving as human beings, not just as the language process. And this is awesome.
And you always been passionate about English language?
Yes, I kind of have my sister's influence in this, because as I was a kid, she always listened to English songs and she was always talking in English, and I got this, and now it's my passion too.
Amazing. So tell me a little bit about your nursing course you're taking university right now. Tell me a little bit, how long have you been studying for?
Oh, it's actually just 3 semesters.
Okay.
But I can say that I fell in love with the course from the first day, because the human body, it's incredible. Everything is in the right place, it has a function, and it happens because it has to, it's perfect.
Amazing. And the university is in Tangara or in Barra?
In Tangara.
In Tangara.
That's why I'm here. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, Rafaela, so through the game, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your career, about your studies, okay? And your point of views as well. Are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Yes, I'm pretty ready.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So this is my best friend. Full of random fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to move a little bit before the first question. Let's do it. Okay, Rafaela from Brazil, before we start the game, so through the journey, if there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay? It's all very friendly, okay? First question for you is, which talent do you wish you had?
Oh my gosh. I wish I could dance like professional dancers, because I think it's a beautiful movement. And I would like to be able to do that, but I'm not that flexible.
And which kind of music do you like the most?
I love all kinds of musics, but electronics and pop are on top 1 and 2,
And who is your favorite singer or artist?
That's a little different. I love Melanie Martinez. Because she do criticals over her songs.
Right. Very good. Next question, let's do Rafaela. Next question for you is, what's the biggest risk have you ever taken?
I think I'm taking it right now. It's living alone because you receive a lot of new responsibilities and you have to do them. That's not other way. And I think it's the biggest risk, but the best one too.
And tell me a little bit about your schedule for per week. Do you spend more time in Tangara, or do you go to Barra because of your job? How does it work?
My job, I'm doing it online. So
okay.
Yes, I'm an online teacher. And I stay here in Tangara. I stay all day long at university. We have lunch there. It's always there. And when I come back home, I start working.
I see. When you said that you're working Barra and studying Tangara, I was like, oh my God, she's been like going there, driving back all the way. It's not far, but doing that almost every day can be complicated for sure.
Yes, I would be dead right now. I wouldn't be talking to you.
Amazing. Next one, let's do it. Before the next question, when was the time, the moment that you thought, okay, I would like to be a nurse, I would like to become a nurse, I would like to study nursing? There was a moment, or you just felt naturally following the career?
I don't think there is such a thing as having passion to something. Like, I think you have abilities that can help you with certain professions, and that's my case. I love talking to people. I love dealing with them. And nursery was something that I found that could be fitting with me, that could be perfect. And that's what it is.
I have a friend of mine actually, from Brazil, that she, I don't think she's living in Tangara right now, but she's a nurse. But I think she graduated in Tangara, if I'm not wrong. And she was telling me how much she enjoyed the course, how much is, you know what I mean? It's just amazing. As you say about the body, the human body is just something that when you start studying, you just feel more and more passionate about the course. You just go on and on.
That's my case. Exactly my case.
Next question for you is, when have you been the most happy?
Okay. I'm naturally a happy person. I'm very sad a few times in my life, but I've been the most happy, like I've been the happiest, like other persons in my childhood.
Why is that?
Because I didn't have all my worries about what to do and how I was going to live. I just had to play, to watch my cartoons, and it's this, I think. The innocence of children make them the happiest.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think there's no worries. You don't, you just live life. You just, worry about playing, being yourself. There's not much to worry. There's nothing to worry about, actually. There's nothing.
Yes, that's just it.
And when you decide to study nursing, did your parents support you? Say they said, okay, it's a good course. They encourage you to do it.
My father, he thought I could do medical school.
Okay.
Right, because of the money. But
yes.
I said to them that I wanted to be a nurse, and they supported me at all times. Are supporting until now, making me be here, with money, with food.
Yes, have the support of our parents. It's always a big plus in our lives. I think it gives a big impact when we are studying and, like just getting ourselves to the adult life.
Yes.
Somebody there with you?
My father. He's here today and he just woke up.
Oops. I hope I didn't wake him up. I hope.
No. It's impossible to wake him up.
Really?
It's just when he wants.
Next one, let's do it, Rafaela. Rafaela from Brazil. Next question for you is, When was the last time that you laughed so hard that made you cry or you couldn't stop laughing?
Okay, I live here with a colleague, right? And we have to do the lunch one night before because we go to the university. We don't have time. Right. So I went out with some friends and I told him I was going to put some sausage at the oven to, do the cooking. And at the middle of the place, I sent him a message asking him if he had turned off, because I know he's a little off,
Space out.
He said to me that it was not ready. He was going to leave it for some time. I came home 6 hours later, and the sausage was still there. I just could see smoke everywhere, and I was laughing so hard. And he woke up like, what? He wasn't ready. All messed up.
Oh my God.
But that day I left. He said it's good because I didn't discuss with him. It was not good.
Oh my goodness. Oh my Lord. Very dangerous as well, for sure.
I'm afraid now to leave something on when he's home.
Next one. Rafaela, before the next question, tell me a little bit about what's the best part of living in Tangara da Serra in Mato Grosso, and what's the most challenging part in your opinion?
Okay, the best part is because we have more places to go out, we have more parties, and I am totally a partying person. But the challenge is that I don't have money to spend in all these parties, so I think it's a balance that goes always to the wrong side because I always spend much more than I could.
In Tangara da Serra, there are a lot of students, like university students, or not? It's a big city for students.
Yes, there are. That's the reason we have so much parties, so many parties.
I see. And most of the people, the students in Tangara, they are from Mato Grosso or they are from other states as well?
I think both. We have a lot of Tangara students, but it's a very big college, so we have a lot of courses and a lot of people come from other places.
I see. Right. Next question is, what is the scary thing that happened to you?
Scary thing. Okay, I have a lot of them because I am a scary person. I'm afraid of everything. But one day I was alone with my friends at home, remember? My parents went out and we were talking about religions. So we said that maybe Satanism, it's a little, but Satanism was not such a bad thing because they were just putting themselves beyond before everybody else, That exactly time I said this, the energy went out, the light went out. Yes, in all the city. And my 4 friends that told me they were my friends, they went home and left me alone.
Oh my goodness.
Alone at home, yes. And I had to wait until my parents come back and I counted every second.
Oh my God.
Never talked about Satanism again.
I already forgot how sometimes it can happen, this blackout, you know what I mean? The city, hometown sometimes, small town. And it can be for a while, isn't it? Until you get back again.
I always scream when it happens and I always stay afraid.
Amazing. Next question, Rafaela, let's do it. Rafaela, I could see how much you love being an English teacher, but what's the most challenging part in your opinion? It's kind of difficult for you teaching English?
Every person has a different method for learning. And there are some people we know that have some more difficulties to do it. So I think the most challenging part is trying to help these people to know what makes them learn and wait for them to have the effort of taking some time to study beyond the classes, right? Because we have 2 classes in a week. It's not much. So the most difficult part is this, to make people who can't learn like the others to get on the horse,
I see. Yeah, I think it's really, really difficult. I remember back in Brazil as well when I was studying English. And I remember, my God, it was hard. I was doing twice a week as well. I had 2 classes per week. But even though I was at home, I was, writing English. I wish at the time we had YouTube. I wish at the time we had Google, so much information right now that we didn't have at the time. So for us, was just like reading books, writing, listening to songs. I remember studying English and listening to songs, trying to translate in Portuguese. And I remember that sometimes I go like, oh my God, I wish we had all this technology that is available right now. I think you can find so much right now on internet. And saying that, it's good to have a teacher as well, to keep it up, to kind of push you, to correct you, to guide you somehow, and also to teach you. I think it's always important as well.
Yes, studying makes all the difference, and they have all of these available, but they don't go for it. And I always try to send them videos and make them, build the passion.
And I learned as well once that when you learn a foreign language, it needs to be a reason, or because of work, or because of joy, fun, because you want to learn, or because of traveling, or because of you want to live in a foreign country. So you always need to study, because that's when you start a passion about the language. That's where you start, studying harder and harder because of the meaning of it. Why you study English? Why you want to learn another language? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I know. I did it because I wanted to be better than my sister. It's a little confession, but we have some students they are there because of their parents, right? So
as well,
that could be an obstacle too.
Yeah, but sometimes as well, their parents kind of encourage them to do it. Sometimes they start enjoying it and they start to see a different way of learning the language, how important it is, for sure.
Yes, and I love when this happens.
Next question for you is, what's the biggest prize you ever won?
I don't know if it's a material one, because at school I always use it to win medals, but this doesn't matter for me. I think the biggest is all the time, actually, when I receive compliments for my job, for my studying process. So I think these are the best prizes for me, versus for me.
Very good. Ready for another one?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Rafaela, before the next question, people watching the interview around the world and they would like to come to Brazil, to Mato Grosso, to visit Mato Grosso. What would be your best places in Mato Grosso for people to visit or to explore? What would be, in your opinion?
Certainly the Pantanal.
Right.
I think it's the most beautiful place in the world because you have different species of animals and the nature is simply amazing. The kind of trees we have, nobody else has, Absolutely. So the Pantanal is the perfect place to explore in Brazil.
Amazing. Very good. Next question is, what is the strangest gift have you ever received?
Okay, I don't know if this can be defined as strange, but kind of crush gave me a ring like 1 week after we've met.
Oh my God.
It was not strange, the gift, but the situation, I was like, why am I receiving a ring right now?
Do you still have the ring?
Yes, but I don't have contact with the person anymore. I kind of blocked him, like, no.
Good one, very good one. Next question, let's do it. I can see in your arms, you have a tattoo in your arms. I can see here one of your arms.
Yes.
What's the meaning of it? Show me.
It's a girl. She's reading a book, right?
Ah, there we go.
I made it with my sister. We have matching tattoos because we both have the passion for reading. And when I was a kid, I used it we slept at the same bed, you know?
Right.
I used it to lay down to a side and read my book, and she did the same to the other side. And we continued this until we are falling asleep, you know?
Oh, that's sweet. That's very sweet.
Yeah.
She's the oldest or the youngest?
The oldest. We have 9 years of difference.
Oh my God, it's like a big gap between both.
Yes.
That's
our mark of love.
Saying that, what's the biggest similarity between both of you, and what's the biggest difference?
We both like the American culture, you know, okay. And we express this in music, books, and it's pretty similar. But the biggest difference, beyond physical, is that she hates everything that reminds of Brazilian culture, like funk and sertanejo. Oh my gosh, she hates sertanejo, and I love it. And I think this is the biggest in taste, right?
Right. Okay. Next question for you is, what do you think people need to know about each other before they get married?
In my opinion, people shouldn't get married. I'm kidding. What they should know about each other, it's how the other person, or how much the other person is able to comprehend things. Right. Because people are very different. You can try to find the person that is most similar to you, but there is going to have something, or you're not going to like this person because she's very similar to you. So I think the ability of both to comprehend and to understand and accept differences and things, the mistakes we make, right? So things that we could do to prevent it. I think it's the best person.
Amazing, very good. Right, I have 3 questions left for you. Let's do it. For the next one, so your family, most of your family, they live in Barra do Bugres?
Actually, just my parents. My family is from Santa Catarina.
Okay. Yes. And so all your family, most of them, they are all in Santa Catarina, just your parents in Barra?
Yes, I have some relatives in Sorriso too, that is close to Barra, but the rest is all in the south part of the country.
And why Mato Grosso? Your parents decided to move to Mato Grosso. There was a reason, or just for adventure?
I think my parents were after jobs.
Okay.
Right? My mother was already pregnant of my sister.
Right.
But she didn't know. So they came here like an adventure to find a job. And they could do it. I'm very happy they did it.
Oh, amazing. Next question is, what's a negative thing that happened to you that came out as a positive thing in the end?
I think it's right now. Here in my city, they are going to have a huge event called Interenge, where people from all the state comes to play. It's college thing, right? And I couldn't buy my ticket to the party. And as I told you, I'm obsessed with parties. So I couldn't buy it. But I was very sad. I am very sad, actually, because all my friends are going to go. But this came out as a good thing because today is my mother's birthday.
Oh my God!
Yes. And I'm going to my city and stay be there until Sunday to celebrate her. So I think that compensates, right?
For sure. What's your mother's name?
Ivete.
Ivete, happy birthday. Feliz aniversário para você.
Oh, I'm gonna show her. Thank you.
Amazing. 2 questions left for you. Let's do it. You are saying that you are a party girl, you love partying. Let's say I'm gonna come to Tangara for the weekend. Where would you take me?
Oh, I have some options. So it depends. Do you like calm places or party?
I'm very open-minded. I like to party. I'm like a party boy, like you, a party girl. I'm a party boy as well.
Nice. So we are going to start with we can go bowling next to my house. We have a place to it. After we could drink some beers if you like it, or some drinks too. We have an avenue with lots of bars. Like you have all the options in the world to go there. And after I could take you to some pubs, some clubs to dance. We have both 2 here, actually. We have 2. I can take you to the one of them. You're gonna love it, I assure you. But you can't come back home before 5 p.m. Oh, a.m.
Oops, I love the idea. Next time,
so you can go out with me.
Next time when I come to Brazil on vacation, on holidays, and I come to Tangara, I know who I'm gonna contact to go out. I know exactly now the right person to show me around.
You know for sure.
Next question for you is, what would be the title of your memoir?
Jesus. I think will be what's going on. Because I can't understand, but I think it would be this.
Amazing. Very good. Ready for the last one?
Yes.
Last question. Let's do it. Rafaela, but before the last question, through those, let's say 2 years and a half, more or less, the world literally went upside down regarding the COVID crisis, yeah? For you personally, what's the biggest impact that's brought to your personal life? And what's the biggest, the negative one as well, if you can share?
Okay. The positive is that because we learned how to appreciate more moments with people, because it's like this and they are not here anymore. I think it's positive, right? Because now I can appreciate more time with my family. But the negative one is that we lost contact with so many people because we had to stay all day long at home. And I use it to talk to people that I don't talk anymore, that I became a shyer person because I didn't have that contact, with people.
I see.
Yeah.
And what's the situation right now in Tangara regarding the COVID? Everything's under control. I heard that is increasing now, the cases, COVID cases in Mato Grosso-Brazil. Is that true?
It's coming back. But masks are not an obligation anymore, but it's coming back. We are gonna need it.
I see. All right. Let's hope for better days.
Yes.
Last question for you is, what's your... Oops.
It was my father.
That's all right. And that's okay. I was like, oh my God, there was a sound somewhere. Last question for you is, what's your favorite TV show?
TV show? Oh, I don't have a TV anymore, but can it be like a series?
Yes, absolutely.
So it's my favorite from all time, and now it's back. That is Stranger Things with the 4th season. Right. And I loved it. It's just my style,
And what is about the series?
You don't know it, or you just want me to explain?
I don't know it. I'm not a. Look your face. I don't watch series very often. I'm not. I like actually. The last one I saw was Money Heist, La Casa de Papel. Or one of the. I was in Canada actually for Christmas, and we started watching it, and we finished the whole series because it was like was wow, amazing. But usually my normal days I don't watch series because I'm always like busy with the channel, working, interviews, and sometimes when I start watching a series, I need to finish because I get so into it and I just want to finish, so I don't watch very often. But tell me a little bit about it.
Okay, it's a group of friends and they live in a small town, but suddenly they discover a girl with powers and an inverted world, and it starts to happen a lot of haunting scenes,
Right.
in the real world. It's amazing. You have to watch it to know it.
I will for sure. Okay, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Okay.
So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game.
Okay.
Let's start with family.
Support.
Money.
Necessary.
How about love?
Comprehension.
Life.
One.
Politics.
Complicating.
I like that. Complicated. Religion.
Base.
Fear.
Everything.
Ooh. Friendship.
Loyalty.
Desire.
Sweets.
Welcome to the club. Regrets.
No.
Success.
Happiness.
How about wish?
Wish. Rich.
Ooh, money.
Yes.
One word for happiness.
One word for happiness. Stability.
One word for Barra do Bugres.
Small.
One word for Tangara da Serra.
Expensive.
Interesting. Mato Grosso, one word.
I don't know. Exportation.
Yes, it's a rich state for sure.
Yes.
Brazil, one word.
Culture.
Wow. One word for nurse.
Love.
And the last one now, English teacher, one word.
Transforming.
I love that. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your lovely parents for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your parents, what is the most beautiful thing about Rafaela, and what's something that she still needs to work on, to improve on? What they would say?
They would say that I'm such a smart girl. It's not a lie. I can be honest about it. But something I need to improve is to be more mature about some things. I'm not so responsible. You can see by my face. But I think it's this, working on telling them where I'm going, right? Because they get worried, something like this.
If I would ask the same question to your lovely sister, would be the same answer?
No.
What would be her answer to that?
I think she would say that I'm very determined. I think this would be the best word. But the same case of responsibility. I think it's the same, yeah. Everybody can say it.
Right, let's play now. Rafaela in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Rafaela, from Brazil, you can ask me a question now.
So, because you're happy, I would ask you, if you could live any moment of your life again, what would it be?
Beautiful question, beautiful question. The first thing that came to my mind is I left Brazil. Actually, I was your age. I was 19 years old when I left Brazil. You are 19, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes. So I was 19 years old when I left Brazil. And I remember, Rafaela, I was in Cuiabá. I remember that was my very first time on an airplane. It was the very first time. It was the very first time that I was traveling, outside Brazil. And oh my God, I remember the day, like it was so much emotions involved, a lot of uncertainty as well, because I was going to Europe. I didn't know anyone there. I just knew a lady who now is I called her my second mother, because it was amazing, the connection we had at the time and still have. But the moment was when it's very powerful, because I remember sitting down in the airplane for the very first time. And I remember my emotions, my head was everywhere. I was thinking about, my God, what's going to happen? I was 19, my goodness. And my mom was crying. I left her crying in the airport, of course. And I remember the moment when I was looking by the window before the airplane took off. And this lovely lady, she was by my side. She was like, William, do you know how to do the seat belt? To stop the seat belt. And I was so lost in my thoughts that I didn't hear her, listen to her. And she was like, William, like for the second time, and she was, William, are you there? Do you know how to use the seat belt? And I was like, oh my God, I kind of woke up. I was like, no, can you explain to me, please? And she did. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going. And it's happening now. So that moment, it was very special for me, because when I look back, it was a life-changing. I lived in Portugal 5 years before moving to England, to the UK. And it was a moment that it's very special for me, because it proved that when you believe in something, when you have this drive or change your life, go after your dreams, it can happen. If you believe it, if you trust in yourself, and if you go after it, if you feel it, there's nothing that's going to stop you. And that moment for me was like a moment when I thought, oh my God, it's happening now. Of course, I'm cutting a lot of stories behind, because for me to get to this point, Rafael, you have no idea how difficult it was at the time. It was really hard work. It was, one day I'm going to write a book about it, because it was so intense. I remember my last 3 months in Brazil, it was so intense. I have no idea, because I need the money to buy the tickets. I need the money to pay in advance my rent in Portugal. So it was a lot money for me to bring with me as well. So it was a moment in my life that's always going to be special. But that moment when I sat down in the airplane for the very first time, it's a moment that I will always remember, and I'm going to be always grateful for that, for sure.
Oh gosh, you were very courageous, and I'm glad you did it, because you seem really happy.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's funny, because I was 19, like your age. When I look back, I go like, oh my God, I was 19 years old. My goodness, how, it's just amazing how life can take you in a direction that you're not expecting. I think that's what makes life interesting, and it's just amazing. Rafaela, did you have a good time? Did you enjoy the interview?
Yes, I loved it. Thank you
so much.
for calling me.
Of course, absolutely. Thanks for taking the time. Thanks for being sweet and kind as well, for accepting my invitation. Very beautiful. But before we go, if you can share a positive message or a positive quote, something that inspires you.
Okay, so I have this one. When you talk to people every day, you touch one life, and your life is touched too. So I think this is the sweetest sentence I've ever seen. And I think it's true.
Amazing, amazing, beautiful, beautiful. Rafaela, it was a pleasure. Thanks so much for the interview, and we keep in touch, okay? And one day I see you in Barra. My family, all my family, not my family, but my mom, my sister live in Barra do Bugres, and all my family from Mato Grosso. So next time, for sure, we're gonna organize something with Judith, and we're gonna organize, I don't know, a night out or something, for sure.
Yes, for sure. We're gonna meet in person.
Thank you so much. Um abraço então, tá? Tchau, tchau.
Tchau, tchau.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why do you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.